Now you've got the duality of You Only Live Twice, and there's a scene where Don and Peggy are in the theater, and I'm told rather than the movie, they're watching the trailer for Casino Royale. So you've got some Bond references here. Is Don Draper Matthew Weiner's James Bond?
No, I guess in the short answer, I don't think so. I think James Bond is an action hero, and I think Don is, if anything, an inaction hero or anti-hero. They have similar hairstyles and similar clothing, but that's about the end of it. As far as I know, Don is not armed either, or dangerous. Well, he may be dangerous.
Is Don Draper your James Bond? And if so, how so?
Wow. Is he my James Bond the way Ian Fleming had James Bond? Maybe. I don't know. James Bond is... The great thing about James Bond is that he hit right at that moment. And there is a big difference between the literary James Bond and the film James Bond. But the film James Bond, which is what I grew up on, I didn't really read the books, is this sort of... He's a very virtuous guy who has a very unvirtuous job. And there's a glamour to him, and there's always a distinguishing point for me when I look at Don Draper and I imagine the people in his world are thinking of James Bond sometimes when they meet him. What I like about it is that you get this great juxtaposition between the outside of a person and inside of a person. So I'll take that as a huge compliment, because James Bond is like Sherlock Holmes at this point. It's a very, very rudimentary, culturally significant character.
James Bond was a thing, that was a big thing, and it just started at the time. It dovetails very nicely with our era. And there is that fantasy, secret agent, spy thing that's very sexy and very alluring, I think, to moving in public. But Don Draper is not James Bond.